Buying a used Audi sounds like a smart move at first. You get the sleek design, the high-end feel, and that unmistakable German engineering, all without the punishing sticker price of a new one. But here's the truth. A used Audi is a bit of a double-edged sword. They can be incredible to own when properly maintained, but they can also turn into costly headaches if you don't choose the right model or ignore the maintenance history. The key is understanding where the value lies, where the traps are hidden, and what kind of buyer you need to be to enjoy a used Audi without regret. Let's start with the reputation issue. Audi cars often get lumped together with BMWs and Mercedes-Benz cars when it comes to reliability, and not always in a flattering way. Many people believe all German luxury cars are maintenance nightmares once the warranty ends, and to some extent, that's true. Audi's complex technology, turbocharged engines, and quattro all-wheel drive systems are engineering marvels, but they're also expensive to service. When you buy from the used market, especially a model that's more than 5 years old, you're stepping into a car that was built to perform, not necessarily to last cheaply. That said, not all used Audis are ticking time bombs. Some models have proven surprisingly reliable over time, particularly if they've been maintained by the book. The Audi A4 with the 2.0-liter turbo engine from around 2017 onward, for instance, has been praised for its solid performance and improved reliability compared to earlier generations. The Q5 SUV also earned a decent reputation in later years, offering a perfect balance of comfort, performance, and build quality. These models, when bought with a full service history and under 80,000 miles, can be genuinely enjoyable and dependable. On the used market today, a well-kept 2018 Audi A4 can be found for around $17,000 to $22,000, while a 2018 Q5 might sit between $20,000 and $27,000. Not bad for a luxury car that originally sold for nearly twice that. However, things don't look so good when you start looking at older Audis, especially those from the early 2010s and late 2000s. The 2.0 turbo engines from that era are notorious for oil consumption problems and timing chain tensioner failures, issues that can easily cost thousands to repair. Audi's high-performance models, like the S4 or the A6 3.0 turbo, can be tempting buys because of their power and refinement, but they come with complex supercharged or turbocharged engines that demand meticulous maintenance. Even something as routine as a brake job or suspension repair can run hundreds, more than what you'd pay on a non-luxury brand. We also need to understand that Audi's reliability ratings often reflect the complexity of its technology. The brand prides itself on advanced features, adaptive lighting, digital displays, drive select modes, and quattro all-wheel drive, but each of these systems adds another layer of potential maintenance. For example, repairing a failed MMI infotainment system or replacing adaptive dampers can easily cost over $1,000 each. This is where the difference between a good used Audi and a money pit usually lies. How well the previous owner cared for it, and whether they kept up with all the little things, like fluid changes, software updates, and minor services that prevent major problems down the line. Still, the appeal of a used Audi isn't hard to understand. Even a 6-year-old model feels premium inside. The interiors are beautifully crafted, soft-touch materials, precise buttons, and that unmistakable German sense of quality. Drive one, and you immediately notice the refined steering, the stability at speed, and the feeling that everything was designed to be solid. Only a few other used cars, at similar prices, deliver that same level of sophistication. The smartest way to buy a used Audi is to approach it like a long-term investment rather than a cheap luxury shortcut. Always insist on a pre-purchase inspection by a mechanic who specializes in European cars, and make sure to check that all maintenance is up to date, especially the timing chain, transmission fluid, and quattro system servicing. Extended warranties can also be worth considering, particularly for newer used models that still qualify for certified pre-owned coverage through Audi's own program. A certified pre-owned Audi might cost a bit more upfront, but it gives you factory-backed protection and the peace of mind that the car has been thoroughly inspected. Ultimately, the truth about used Audis is that they're brilliant when loved and terrible when neglected. They reward owners who respect their engineering, but punish those who treat them like ordinary cars. If you're willing to invest in proper upkeep, and you buy one with a clean record, you'll enjoy one of the most refined driving experiences on the used market. But if you're just looking for a cheap luxury badge without the maintenance budget to match, a used Audi is definitely not for you. If you found the video useful, support us by simply hitting the like button. Thank you.